Hi guys, welcome back to my Bumbleclot channel. It's Diamond Pharrell, aka Debs with Soul. Now we're talking about sex and spirituality, and this is part 2. So basically, continuing with what the topic was. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. I don't mean to say it in a way that makes anybody feel funny. I'm not telling anybody not to have sex or anything, but I'm talking about spiritual hygiene and spiritual cleansing and keeping your soul and your body clean. Because at the end of the day, when you sleep with someone, you're exchanging emotions and souls and also soul ties. And what a soul tie involves is like an intense connection, because basically, let's say like, you know, your girl, he's a boy, he's a girl, and you guys have never even like had sex, but you feel like a connection with someone. The moment you have sex with that person and you're miles away from each other, you can feel that connection intensely. That is a soul tie. So what happens to you when you sleep with the wrong person? When you sleep with the wrong person, guys, you can actually become obsessed with the person. And if the person leaves, that begins to be a problem. Let's say that you've now you have a crush on someone and you happen to like have intercourse with the person you have a crush on. You're going to sleep with that person, and imagine the person just blocks you out of the blue or stops talking to you. You've now become extremely obsessed, as in like whatever obsession you have has now gone times 20, because it's like the person that you like, you've now been with that person intimately, and it's like you can't get over it because like you've slept with a person, like whereas everything before would have just been a fantasy, but now you've actually taken action to have intercourse with the person, and now it's like gone, it's like tripled, because like you're thinking, oh shit, like I've had this intimacy with my crush and we're no longer together, but then you become obsessed. That's why you have people stalking their exes and spying, because no matter what, the soul tie is there. And imagine you sleep with somebody and that person has slept with 20 people in 1 week. You can be taking on that person's like curses. Like, for example, if you meet a guy now and he slept with 20 to 50 girls in 1 week, and then you're now with that guy, you've taken on those souls the girls that he's been with. So it's crazy, because when you sleep with someone, after you slept with someone, you always feel a certain type of way. Like, I don't care what anyone says, like, you will feel a certain type of way, like, no matter what. Like, there's different types of emotions that ties in with, like, with sex. Even if you say, oh yeah, we were drunk, there's always some sort of emotion. So no matter what, you would always be like curious of what the person is doing and what's going on with the person. So sometimes that it can get emotional. For example, like if you've had intercourse with that person and you're no longer that person, you always feel a certain sense of emotion or anger or happiness or frustration with whatever the person's doing, no matter what, because you've been with that person. So basically, you take on emotions, you take on behaviors, you know. In fact, it can make you unhappy, and sometimes it can make you feel empty. Like, you've now like, oh yeah, I've given myself to that person, but the person like disappoints you. You feel empty inside, and it's not a good feeling. It's like something that you need to heal. So even if you don't end up with a person that you have like attraction for, it doesn't matter, you know. I feel like with intercourse and everything, this is why God made like husband and wife. I know this is crazy to say, but I feel like sex is meant to be for the person that you are meant to be with. I don't think it's supposed to be given. Well, this is just me. Like, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do with their lives, but I'm just saying that I don't think it's supposed to be given to multiple people, because if you really think about it, what is the deepest form of connection a human being can have? It's not kissing, it's not hugging, it's not touching. Yes, those are forms of connection and touching and communicating and having like some sort of connection with somebody. But God made something so special that the human being can feel themselves in an intense way, as in like you can always handshake, you can always hug, but God did something so that human beings can feel each other in that have a closeness that no other man can understand. Like, imagine if there was no such thing as sex and you're kissing, you would be like, oh, that's cute, but you would never feel like that kind of connection. Whereas sex, you always feel a connection. That's why when you sleep with the wrong person, we always get like angry or like upset or frustrated, because now we've given ourselves to the wrong person who's now left us, because we're left with that emotion. That's why I believe that sex was meant for you to be for the person. For example, like your partner, because like when you have sex with your partner, there's no regrets. When you have sex with someone you're not meant to be with, there's always regrets. Whether you say, oh, it's cool, it was just a one night stand, you're always going to have some sort of attachment to that person. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, this is what you should do and that, but this is me just like letting you guys know, like, this sex is energy transfer. Because everyone's always talking about bad energy, stay far away. And everyone's talking about, oh, I can feel people's energies. And everyone's always talking about energy. And you're not even touching. You feel strangers' energy. So imagine like having sex with someone. This is an energy transfer. That's why I say it's supposed to be with the right person. Because there's a lot of manipulation that can go into this. And being with the right person will just, make it right. Like, it's spiritual. There's many things that you can share deeply with other people that you can't share. Let's say like you're sleeping with like this guy and that guy, and you've done all these things, and then you're with that guy that is just the right one and just the real one, and then like you've given the wrong things, the wrong treatment to the wrong guys. You don't even know what to do with the right guy. Do you know what I mean? Because you've just been so here and there and that with everybody else. But share your thoughts anyways.